Alright, I am now the proud owner of a McPherson style strut spring compressor tool. This cost like $25 on Amazon, which means I can do struts at home now. Oh, a lot of traffic today. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, let's turn on some light. Got my gloves, jack stands. New jack from Harbor Freight, so I can actually get some part of this thing up in the air. I guess the first order of business is going to be disassembling all the things that I need disassembled, which are going to be the strut towers and the tail shaft there. Because the actual parts that I'm installing aren't actually showing up until tomorrow. So today is mostly going to consist of disassembling and actually like listing out everything that I need to get done. So yeah, let's dive into it. All right, well, I managed to get this thing up in the air. It's on jack stands. I also have it sort of semi-supported here by the center brace. And let's see. I think that maybe buying that spring compressor tool might have been pointless because these things just came right unseated as soon as I got this thing up in the air. What a waste of 25 bucks. Either way, if I decide to switch over to like the sport springs that they have on IPD, then I can probably always just use those instead. All right, well, let's get the wheels off. All right, after doing a little bit of exploring, some whacking around, it looks like, I think my tie rod ends are shot. Too easy to move around for me, for my liking. That seems, there's not a lot of play in it, but that should not be that easy to move by any means. And just a few things down here that I'm like, all right. So same deal over here. The rubber's still good, but that should not be that easy to flex. And I don't sense a whole lot of play in this end, but still, that's something I'm gonna want to do eventually whenever I can afford to do a front end alignment. It's supposed to rain today, so I don't want to be out here all day and only have to go back inside and order more stinking parts. So we're just gonna go with these for right now, and then I guess we're gonna be getting these struts out and taking a look. It's like I already have it kind of nice and loosened up. I think I just need to take out those two bolts down there, slide this whole assembly this direction. I have the whole thing supported on a milk crate, and yeah, we're gonna take a look at what those strut mounts look like. All right, I think that is the play I'm after. Don't worry, I have this bolstered up. I know it doesn't look professional because it isn't. Oh man, look at all the cracks and stuff inside of this mount. This very clearly junkyard mount. Oh yeah. That's the play. Woo, well, got some of those coming in, so at least I'll be able to live with that for a little while, as long as that isn't jostling around on the highway. I think I'm also gonna go ahead and take out the inner fender walls so that it doesn't rub anymore, because you can see it rubs a little bit. Maybe I could just like cut out a little section right there. But most people just go ahead and just take this whole frickin' thing out. But I don't really know how that'll affect the aerodynamics or the way the car drives, really. It probably shouldn't affect it that much, but I really don't feel like, you know, having all this... Oh, man. Maybe it might be a better idea to go ahead and, yeah. So it's definitely rubbing there. Probably do just need to go ahead and take these out. Yeah. Oh, well. Well. New parts tomorrow. Alright, I run into my first problem. I, have what I need to, you know, get onto that nut. And I can always just clamp onto that little end right there, like that. And unfortunately, this whole assembly just keeps spinning. There's no tension on this whatsoever, so that's not helping. And, basically I need like an impact, or I don't know, maybe even with an impact I think that'll just keep on spinning that. So I need to find out a way that I can hold that still while I turn that, and I don't have anything that's open-ended enough to really do that, so time to start experimenting. Back again. It's actually daytime outside. Gonna hello UPS truck. It's MLK Day. I thought it was a federal holiday today or something. I guess the Banks is just busy or something, but anyways, so got nice new meaty strut mounts in, and while I had it all apart, I realized that the cut springs really aren't causing as much of a problem as, well, the stinking worn out strut cartridges. And I'm hearing someplace somewhere, but I'm just gonna go ahead and replace the shocks all the way around as soon as I get the opportunity. Can't really do it right now. And then also I realized that I'm taking a look, and my radiator is really gnarly. Like, it does an okay job of keeping the coolant nice and cool, but it is something that I'm gonna want to replace at some point because it just doesn't look great. It just doesn't look good. I don't like that. So you know, I went ahead and I took the graffiti off of the mirrors, but the solvent that I used to take off the paint that they used kind of left behind a little bit of residue, or messed up the plastic a little bit. I'm gonna have to maybe heat treat that, and that ought to get that back too. And maybe just a few things that are just preferential on the top end here. Like, I would like to get some of them Bougicord spark plug wires, and maybe like a correct Bosch distributor cap there. And maybe just a few vacuum lines here and there need to be gone over. That, and then that brings us to the exhaust, which I mentioned earlier. Now, it's currently side piped, and as y'all heard in the other video, it sounds just fine, but it's also, I believe, just straight up welded to the original downpipe here. And so I'm gonna have to maybe salvage a downpipe if I ever want to replace this, because, oh, that's good. If I ever want to replace that, I do believe that according to the kit on IPD, which, oh, it's still in the box, but here it is. It's exhaust parts. And I will be installing that whenever I get the opportunity. And I will have a tailpipe that actually comes out where it's supposed to for once. And I guess that's about it for right now when it comes to what I'm currently working on. Even with just like the new struts, the new strut mounts on the front, it is a hell of a lot. I mean, you really need to buff that out right there. You can tell I touched the paint a lot when I was working on it on both sides. And there's cat footprints still from whenever I took it out to my mom's place. The rust doesn't seem to be getting a whole lot worse, but that is something I am going to repair at some point. Anyways, gonna go ahead and sign off this one. Leave any questions and comments down in the bad place below. You know what to do. Signing out. Virginia.